Hello and welcome. So I'm at Caravan Salon Dusseldorf. I've got here a Knaus Boxlife 600 DQ Platinum Selection motorhomes. So it's called 600. I'm making the assumption that it's 599 centimeters in length. Of course, I could be completely wrong. It does say Neu up there, which means that it is new. And this thing here is going to cost 83,000 euros. And let's have a look inside. Right, so it's a very high roof, but in the high roof we've got a bed. So and if I'm going to be able to get it down, I'll get it down, but if I can't, you have to understand. At the back we've got another double bed, and it's as though there's lots of things around us. I once referred to this sort of approach as being like a cathedral, that it is so tall but quite thin. Obviously it's got to be thin, 205 centimeters across. That's the size of the base vehicle. Right, so you've got lots of space here to sort of sit up in bed at, and you know, they could even have made these things here a bit deeper, because if you're sitting up at bed, not deeper but lower, but anyway, I mean, it's not just a minor point actually. So you got there's your information and there's your storage space. We'll stick these lights on as well. Look how easily they come on. That's nice. I had to turn the lights on in a couple of vehicles today. I couldn't find where the light switches were. They'd moved them. Of course, if you owned the thing, you'd probably realise where they were. This is a new washroom being used by Knaus, and I really like this. I don't like the I do like it's got two plugs, but I don't like the fact using small these size plugs, because you just can't find nets to put on them. If you can, I mean, let me know where from. But the floor covering, this it'll look actually in the video as though it's much more extreme than it really is. It's quite gentle. These diamond shapes, not diamond, they're sort of what are the shapes, like pyramid-like shapes, three-sided pyramid shapes. But they're not as pointy as it might appear. It's enough to sort of give you a delicate feeling on your feet. So it's a bit of a massage, but at the same time it's being anti-slip. And I think that's good. I've had a couple of occasions where I've almost fell in motorhomes. So anyway, almost, I say, not quite. So you've got this thing here. Seems a bit odd, but I mean, I'm glad it's there. Look, I'm always on about storage. I'm glad it's there. So, and just seems a bit odd to me the way it's been done. But I'm glad it's there. So I'm not complaining at that. And I've got something down here as well. I think that both of these things though could have been a bit better. This is really odd. This thing here comes out to reveal that there, and then it'll go back in again. And I'd take that thing out altogether if it were mine. Here is the shower, and that is, personally I prefer that to be on the other side, but even so, the door comes across like this, and that'll keep your toilet dry and the mirror dry. They also have another version where it sort of goes across and across the toilet. Don't see the point of either, but for me personally, I like to be able to sit, because I can sit on the top whilst washing myself, and that way I can get my feet clean at the same time. So that to me as a cyclist is really important. I mean, it's not the sort of thing you're doing at home, but lack of space, that is one solution. Having said that, you know, there really is quite a lot of space in here just to stand up normally. Maybe it's because being in the motorhome, I really scrubbed my feet quite hard after being on the in the van, on the bike. Sensible sliding door. Here we've got two chairs. I said I'd try and take this down. Let's see. Now, I'm sorry, I'm just not going to be able to do it. But this bed will come and rest on here. There'll be a ladder for it somewhere. It's probably up there. I can't see it. No, it's not up there. But anyway, there'll be a ladder. There'll be a ladder for it somewhere. This is a solution, and this has been done really well in this vehicle, because I'm going to walk down here right now and turn around. You see, I've got all this space above my head. There you go. All this space above my head. So I think that's quite a lot of clearance, given the fact that there's a bed above me. And as you saw, you could actually leave your sheets and quilt or whatever on the bed. Bit of storage here, which will be particularly useful for if you're sleeping up here. You can put your empty beer cans in there. You can also at the same time charge your phone. Right, coming the other side, what we've got here is this rather large fridge. If you've got 4 people in a van like this, then that's probably a good idea. You've got the storage there. Here's the ladder. Actually, that's quite a good space for that. That's a good idea. And you've got a completely wasted space here. I don't know what is that. I left there, didn't know what to do with it after finding this rather clever solution for the ladder. Here in the kitchen, now I mean, this is just silly. Anything which is stored up here is going to fall as soon as the vehicle's in motion. Alternative, I mean, in your kitchen at home, it doesn't make a difference. Look really nice. Oh, no problem with that. But in my opinion, this is what, 12 square meters, less than that, because part of it is the engine of space. You've got to use it to the maximum for storing things, which is going to take anything that's left on there is really at risk of falling down as soon as the vehicle moves. Here we have and here another a mistake. It's this. I appreciate we're talking of lightweight materials. You want to save weight as much as possible. Thing is, again, the vehicle moves, things fall out, and in some models I've noticed that the back of this is really low. That's good, that's what it should be, but the sides also, there should be, in my opinion. Right, 2 burners and a sink. That's the same as everywhere. All of them have got one of these. Ow! I've just worried. Everyone I've been in had this thing in here, like a cleaning cloth. I think I've worked out why. It's to stop. I don't know. Maybe it's to stop this getting scratched. I don't know. Anyway, okay. 2 burners. And right. This is on a Fiat automatic. I've seen it manual. There's all sorts of Fiat do other things as well. I think the lighting's quite good. I'm not even certain I've turned it all on. If I take you to the back, okay, it's got a fair amount of space. As with all camper vans, all of this will move out. Take it out if you want to. I think I've just touched something. Yeah, moving this thing, I've put the bump in. I think it wouldn't normally have a bump. Under here, plenty of space. It's got a small, it takes the medium-sized gas canister. One heating is diesel. Got a diesel tank, you may as well use it. This here, not insulated, mind you, I expected that. Windows will open, mosquito screen, darkening, close the door. You can hear it. Here it's not insulated. Unfortunately, these things here, I'm not going to demonstrate by breaking it off, but I could break it off with just my middle finger there. Possibly even break it off with my little. No, maybe not with my little one, but certainly one of these two I could certainly break it off. I think something better could be done with that at this cost. Good, right. So. Good points, lots and lots of storage in there. 4-person van. I'm not certain that 4 people should be travelling. I do appreciate some people have children, even if I don't. So I was spared that one. So from that point of view, that's quite good. If you insist on taking the kids with you. So also it would make a good rental van for that reason as well. Although the cost for a rental van it is relatively high. Bad points. Well, it's a Knaus, and that is a bad point. I've talked about the problems facing Knaus company since 2019, and well, I won't do it again now. I'm prepared to give them a chance, but anyway, we'll see. I ambushed the managing director of the company here, and he didn't want to talk to me, but he said to me this when I said, how come I could tell these problems, and I'm just one person making YouTube videos in Poland, and other people in the management board couldn't tell. He said, well, there's lots of problems in the automotive sector. Then he told me to speak to somebody else. So he certainly didn't want to answer questions here. Mind you, I did ambush him, so I think that's fair enough. He didn't have a chance to think of his answers. Thanks for watching.